Ayan. How are you, everyone? We are live again, back into live streaming about Usapang nursing abroad. I'm very, very excited because this is another topic to discuss, especially para sa mga Filipino nurses back there in the Philippines who wish and dream to go abroad for their employment. And this time, as you can see sa title natin, we are going to one part of the United Kingdom, and that is Northern Ireland. And I am so privileged because my closest friend, pinagbigyan niya ako because she is employed now at the Northern Ireland and she was able to bring her family there. So yeah, without further ado, wag na nating patagalin to. Let us welcome on the screen, Argentina Roma. Hey!
Good morning and hello, Bon.
Good morning. Good morning from the UK. Magandang hapon sa Pilipinas and to all
Yes.
the parts of the world. Yan, magandang araw o gabi sa inyong lahat. Hello everyone. Arjen,
Hi.
greet them.
So, hello everyone. Hopefully you're having a great time while you're watching this live show with Von. Um, hello sa family namin dyan sa Philippines, and I know that we are facing a very difficult situation in back home. We feel so sorry sa lahat ng mga nasalanta ng bagyo,
Yes.
and hopefully sa mga families namin dyan, you continue to stay safe. You're always in our prayers, and hopefully makabangon din lahat ng affected ng bagyo. We really feel sorry na in this difficult situation you have to experience such a tragedy, but alam nating lahat na
Kaya natin
mag-iingat
to.
sila at kaya natin to.
Yes.
And hello din dyan sa family ko na nasa US.
Wow! We are live via satellite.
We are live.
Hi. So,
Hello world.
yeah, all over the world. Maraming salamat po sa lahat po ng tumatangkilik, sa lahat po ng mga, to all my new subscribers on my channel in YouTube, and to those watching this live now in Facebook. So, good morning, good afternoon, good day, good evening, kung saan man kayong lahat. Alright, so let's proceed. Wag na tayong magpatagal pa because I know some of you guys are excited to know about nursing or life in Northern Ireland. So, as you all know, ako po ay naka-base dito sa England, which is a part of the United Kingdom, but the United Kingdom has 4 countries, right? England, Wales, Scotland, and Northern Ireland. So, nauunahin nating tuklasin talaga ang Northern Ireland. So, Arjen, so you are a nurse there in Northern Ireland. So, just to start the story, how did you land a job in Northern Ireland, and paano mo napili ang Northern Ireland as your country?
So, I think among us na magkakaibigan, di ba, I was one of the last to apply abroad. Parang na-enjoy ko pa yung trabaho ko pa sa Pilipinas. But then, one of our close friends had invited me to come over here, here in Belfast specifically. So, I really did not know that, the link na sinend niya sa akin was the same one na nakita ko sa internet. So, I just knew about the job application through the internet and through this friend of ours. So, yun nga, na-curious ako how it's like to work in the UK. And hindi ko rin pinili talaga yung London siguro during that time because I wanted to explore na some other parts of the UK, and I wanted to start fresh as well. Feeling independent lang ganon. So I accepted. I have sent an application through email, and then we were invited to go for an interview. Na-remember ko pa sa Diamond Hotel yon. Pangatlo pa ako sa pila. I really arrived early. I think around 4 a.m. nandun na ako. So, so we went for an interview, and during the interview, after na-pass namin yung interview, binigyan agad kami ng job offer, and we were given a time frame para i-comply yung mga requirements. So, the main requirements para makapasok sa UK, the same thing na pinagdaanan nyo was to
Mm.
undergo yung IELTS na examination and yung comprehensive na computer-based test,
Okay.
uh,
CBT.
CBT. So,
Yeah.
the very good thing about the recruitment agency na kumuha sa amin, we were very much supported sa IELTS.
Mm.
Imagine, they were able to give us yung review center na magbibigay sa amin ng review for free for 2
Okay.
weeks. And they also gave us, you know, allowance for yung accommodation and food and transpo for that 2 weeks. So I
Okay.
was really very fortunate, you know, with the recruitment agency na kumuha sa amin, which is TTN Healthcare, which is
Okay.
based in the southern part of Ireland, but they're deploying nurses in the UK.
Mm.
So there were like more than 200 of us in that hall that was
Mm.
interviewed. But before the interview, we also went for like a written examination. So may mga drug computations, you know,
Okay.
basic stuff. And then like you have to pass that written examination before you can go for the interview itself. And then
Mm.
after which you were given the job offer. So yun nga, I went for 2 weeks training, and then after which, ang lakas ng loob ko, friend. Kasi nga, natakot talaga ako. The reason why I also delayed applying abroad because I was really afraid of the IELTS because, you know,
Okay.
I know a lot of people na
Yes.
failed the
Yeah.
exam, and I don't really want to spend a lot of money because, alam mo na, ang konti lang ng sahod natin sa Gensan. So,
Uh-huh.
you know, I don't want to spend a lot of money. So
Yes.
after the 2 weeks review, like Friday nag-end yung review, I took the exam on Saturday. Naka-heels pa and all. Ako naglalakad dun sa Manila, friend. But then luckily, I was able to pass the examination. So yun nga, na-hit ko yung target for the IELTS, and then after which I took the CBT, and then yun na, nag-start na yung visa processing.
Application.
They assisted us, yeah. So we waited for the certificate of sponsorship, and you know, para
The decision
matapos yung
letters.
the decision letters, and mas mahaba pa yung process before kasi
Mm.
nga you have to upload all your documents online.
Online.
Yeah. And then yun, I arrived here in the UK May 31, 2017. So I'm here for almost 3 years and 6 months already.
Wow.
So
Parang kailan
na-survive
lang
ko
yun,
lang.
ah.
Parang kailan lang. And then I still remember whenever, you know, I was telling you that I received a job offer in the UK, hindi mo pa alam yung trust.
Yeah.
Sabi mo, nag-exist ba yung trust na yan? Yun pala, magkaiba pala tayo ng area. So, here in Northern Ireland, there are, let me count, around 4 different trusts, if I'm
Yeah.
not mistaken.
And I
So,
think it's
we
based on
have
the locations, right? On the
yeah,
region.
based on the location. So we have the Belfast Trust, Southeastern Trust, where I belong, Southern Trust, Northern Trust, and the Western Trust. So lima pala.
Mm, okay.
So each trust will have, you know, their own areas na kina-cover, and they have their own, you know, hospitals that they are covering. So I'm currently working in the Ulster Hospital. I'm working in the stroke unit.
Okay.
And yeah, since I arrived here, dun pa lang ako na-deploy. Yeah.
That's good kasi at least well, very comprehensive ang pagka-discuss mo Arjan, because it seemed like if you're a nurse and then you wanted or you have the choice, it's either you go England, Wales, Scotland, and Northern Ireland. It just says na the same ang process, but it
Yeah.
will only differ sa employer mo. Of course, sa Northern Ireland, as you said, there are different trusts.
Yeah.
So kung alamin mo kung saang region din ikaw mapupunta, right?
Yeah,
So
so
like you, saang
whenever
trust
we
na
had Southeastern.
okay.
So whenever we had the interview, we're asked, ano bang area ang gusto mo? Do you want to live near the countryside, near the city, or in
Mm.
between? So I told them that I wanted to live in between. So that's why I
Okay.
landed in Southeastern Trust. So I'm
Okay.
currently working in the Ulster Hospital. So whenever
Okay.
I came here, we had to undergo this training for
Mm.
the international nurses. So they have set up an international nurses program. It's like a 2 weeks course in their clinical education center. So they have discussed how nursing is done here
As pang
in Northern
adaptation.
Ireland. Yeah, adaptation for 2 weeks, and then orientation
Mm.
sa trust, the mga policies, and then after which we were prepared to undergo the OSCE.
Mhm.
So, 'di ba, pinagdaanan nyo rin yun. So,
Mhm.
we had OSCE reviews, and
So the
then
same.
the same. So after the OSCE, we were able to get our nursing pin,
The
and
pin.
that's how we started to work as a nurse. But whenever we came over here, maybe around a month before we have passed the OSCE, we have to start as band 3. So
Okay. Same here in the UK and
nurses
that in
are band
London.
5. Yeah, so band 3 yung mga healthcare workers na healthcare
Mhm.
assistant. So you have to start as a healthcare assistant during the period that you
Mm.
are, still adapting sa
Sa
policies
yes.
dito. Yeah,
So
sa
parang actually I think it's all really the same kasi as we are waiting for our pin, we will really start as healthcare assistant on the
yeah.
band. Yeah, and then we go band 5. Do you also call band 5 like entry level dyan sa Northern Ireland? Is it
Yes,
the
yes.
same?
Yeah, it's the same. It's the same.
Okay.
Yeah.
And if here in England we have the NHS, is it the
Yeah.
same in
Yeah, so it's the
Northern
same.
Ireland?
I'm also
Okay.
employed with the NHS. So all
Right.
the trusts are under the NHS.
Okay. So in terms of like we are talking about the job Arjen, like as a new Filipino nurse, first time mag-abroad, how did you cope about like landing a job? Kasi this is Northern Ireland, of course, it's English speaking country, but of course the
Yeah.
accent, people, how did you cope about it?
So basically there are a lot of adjustments that you have to do whenever you arrive here in Northern Ireland. First is the weather. So
Mm,
whenever I came over, it was summertime, but I was so
okay.
surprised kasi nga nung bumaba ako ng plane, it's so kayo maliwanag ba
Uh-uh.
yung sky, and also I thought it
Right.
was warm outside because of course summertime. But then I think it was 16 degrees paglabas ko ng airport. So nanginginig ako, friend. Ang
You were
lamig dito.
deceived.
Oh, I was deceived. And then the person na kumuha sa akin sa airport, sabi niya, "Oh, it's too late to go back, Tin." Sabi niya. So,
Okay.
napakalamig dito sa Northern Ireland. It's one of the things that you have to anticipate. As in,
Mm,
umaabot kami ng zero or lower than that during the winter time. And then pag yung first day ko sa work, during the handover, yung endorsement pa sa atin sa Pilipinas,
yeah.
um para akong nakanganga sa isipan ko kasi they talk very fast here in Northern Ireland. And they still speak English, but then they have a lot of slangs. Like, the funny thing was, whenever you come over here, may mga English words ka na hindi mo maintindihan. Like, they always keep on saying, the we word,
Okay.
which
Wee bit.
kung sa Pilipinas pa, yung we lang pagkaalam ko eh. Pero yung we dito is small. They like to say like we bit, we girl,
All right.
always the we word. And then they would like say whenever they're checking on you, they would say, "Hey teen, what's the crack?" So
Okay.
it's spelled as CRAIC, but it's like
Okay.
saying, what's going on, what's the fun,
Okay.
what are you up to, and then I remember one of my patients was saying dead on, so I was saying, si mad or pangit ba na word yung dead on? Dead on pala is like fantastic, awesome. They
Okay.
would have, our oh, you know what, Teen, I really like your we bake. We bake, bake means face. So imagine, so they have this different slangs that, sometimes whenever you're in conversation or whenever they're like telling you a joke or something during the first couple of months that I was here, parang tumatawa lang ako pero hindi ko talaga sila naiintindihan. And then it took me a while, like maybe around 6 months para
Makuha.
keep up, yeah, to keep up with their,
Okay.
accents, and then the way yung pace ng kanilang pagsasalita. But then
Mhm.
the nice thing about here in Northern Ireland, and even working in the trust where I am, or even, I've worked in other hospitals as well, um they're very, friendly and polite. They're very willing to help you while you're still adjusting. And
Mhm.
then they're actually quite wondering dito yung mga tao, bakit tayo napapadpad sa mga lugar na to? But then, but they're very
They're
matulungin
accommodating.
sila, accommodating sila. And during the time na nandito ako, syempre within the 6 months, I don't know anyone sa
Yeah.
area na kung saan ako, they're willing to show you around.
Okay. That's
And
good. And there
yeah.
is a big Filipino community in Northern Ireland. Am I
Yeah,
correct?
so I don't really know anyone whenever I came over except for our close friend.
Mhm.
But then she lives
Far.
far from us.
Yeah.
Maybe not really far, but hindi ko alam yung mga paano mag-commute before dito
Pasikot-sikot
eh.
and all.
Yeah, but then I'm lucky because there were a lot of like Filipino nurses who are here for 16 years, 20
Okay.
years. So most of them galing pa ng Mindanao. So I was able to meet them, until I was able to meet a lot of Filipinos dito, and then
Okay.
nakapag-adjust na nga ako. So very good din ang Filipino community dito sa Northern Ireland. Very helpful, which is good. Kasi
Mhm.
hindi, na-homesick naman talaga ako during the first six
Yeah.
months. But it was easier for me to cope.
And it
Um,
helped you a lot.
Yeah, kung kay Erwin pa, yung husband ko, who is from Saudi Arabia, he told me whenever he came over here, hindi talaga siya na homesick kasi
Mhm.
it's really different. It's very, he told me na very warm pa nga dito sa
Mhm.
Northern Ireland, dito sa UK, compared dun sa Saudi Arabia na pinagdaanan niya. So, he was able to adjust well.
Mhm.
So, yun nga.
It's really nice because I think now as you said na tight na rin yung Filipino community, and I can see on your post na may mga parties and stuff, and that's important. I think na malaman ng iba na yung worry about like sino ang tutulong sa akin sa Northern Ireland and stuff, especially yung mga papunta ng Northern Ireland, and that's really helpful. Arjun, let's talk about like living the life in Northern Ireland. Like you brought your husband initially and nanganak ka na dyan sa Northern Ireland. Like, was it easy to bring your partner in Northern Ireland initially?
Yes, I think here in the UK, they're very family oriented somehow,
Mm,
yung government nila dito na ayaw nilang nagkakawatak-watak yung family. So you can actually bring your immediate family dito
okay.
sa Northern Ireland, even if you're not married with your current partner,
Okay.
but you're, living together and you wanted to be together. Kumbaga dito, no more LDR.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
you can apply for uh, a visa for them to come over. Yun yung tinatawag natin na dependent visa.
Yes.
So they can stay as long as you're here.
Hmm.
Uh,
And they
so
can
it's
work.
easy. And they can work
Okay.
unlimited hours.
Right.
So
That's
um,
nice.
and your immediate family would only just include, your partner, your husband, your wife, and your children. Pero
Okay.
yung parents, you can come through like visitor visa. Yeah,
Initially.
but
Okay.
they cannot work here. Even
Okay.
your, the rest of your family, like ang kanilang kapatid or something.
Mm. I think now, like, you also experience being the first time mom here in Northern Ireland. So parang it's also an anticipation of everyone. Paano kapag nabuntis ako sa Northern Ireland, mga anak, how's the healthcare there? How is it?
Well, actually, speaking of the healthcare, I'm very fortunate to be here in the Northern Ireland, here in the UK, because kasi nga welfare state ito. So you don't really need to pay anything. So imagine, I really like their maternity services here because from the time that I knew na I was pregnant, I just called the GP and told them that I was pregnant. You'll be immediately like referred to community health center or the hospital. Tapos doon na magsa-start yung maternity journey mo, like in terms of services. Magkakaroon ka ng mga appointments, antenatal appointments. So from check-up, from ultrasounds, laboratory test, blood test, lahat ng gamot na kailangan mo, kung meron kang mga risk
That's good.
for preeclampsia or anything, because I was also on medication during the time that while I was carrying the baby, wala ka talagang babayaran. And, they're very accommodating and very, kumbaga, ini-ensure talaga nilang safety ng mother and child. And the nice thing was, lahat talaga ng pinagdaanan ko nung nanganak ako,
They
wala
were
ka talaga,
supportive.
yeah, they were so supportive. It was just hard during the COVID time kasi nga limited yung mga visitors, restricted yung pag-visit ng family, ng tatay. But then, in terms sa pag-aalaga, at saka, alam mo yun, wala ka talagang
Medical care.
shed na pera during the entire duration
That's good.
na panganganak mo. And then, the nice thing was, 24 hours na discharge ka, i-visit ka agad ng midwife.
Okay.
And then, i-check ka niya until the time na, they feel confident that you will be able to cope as a new mother. And then, they're also going to check the child. And then, after which, pag na-discharge ka na sa midwife, they are going to refer you to the health visitor. The health visitor will check on you and the baby until the baby is like 5 years old. It's really nice. And
That's good.
ang ganda ng system dito kasi you don't need to tell your history over and over again sa mga healthcare workers because nakacentralize yung information mo dito sa Northern Ireland. Then everything that you need, like medications, they have a really good referral system here.
Okay.
So,
So
ang
it's
ganda
really
ng
nice.
support. Yeah,
Yeah.
and then as a government employee, because I'm working under the trust, I'm allowed to have, 6 months to 1 year na
Okay.
maternity
Maternity
leave,
leave.
which is paid. So, very good. Like, you can bond with your baby, and then, you can adjust well to this new chapter of your life. And then, kasi nga, hindi din mahirap, hindi din madaling magbuntis at
Mag-adjust,
saka
of course. Yeah.
mag-adjust. So, especially if you don't have your family here. So, it's good na ang taas nung break. Kasi nga, kayo-kayo lang din dito, walang katulong dito sa UK. So,
Yan.
that's
Argan, speaking of like living in Northern Ireland, we've talked about the medical care. Say the cost of living, rent, water, electricity, council tax.
So, sinasabi nga nila na mas lower daw dito yung income ng mga nurses dito sa Northern Ireland compared with the rest of the UK. Even though, you're working sa NHS.
Okay.
Kasi nga, mas mataas pa rin yung rate ng mga nasa Scotland, nasa England. But then, the nice thing about here, kahit na mas mababa yung rate ng mga nurses dito sa Northern Ireland, yung way of living naman is more, kumbaga, cheaper yung cost ng pamumuhay dito.
Yeah.
Like, let's say, for example, in London, you have to pay like £700 for just a room.
For a rent, yeah.
For the rent. But here in the UK, like, you can pay like around £500 to £600. Buong bahay na yun, Bon.
Sa Northern Ireland.
Yeah, 3 bedroom with a big
How
wall,
much?
500 to 600.
Wow.
Yan lang yung range ng rent dito. And then we don't pay for the water here. It's
So it's free.
Yeah, and we don't pay for the council tax if you're renting the house. I think
Okay.
kung homeowner ka, nagbabayad ka nun. But then, unlike sa London na
Yeah, you pay everything.
Yeah, you pay everything. So, napakamura ng cost of living dito. And then, because we're just living near the hospital, most of the time naman, yung mga nurses na naka-deploy sa mga hospital, they are just living around the hospital, so you don't need to pay for the transportation and you
That's
don't
good.
have to travel long hours
Hmm.
para makarating dun sa workplace mo. So
That's good.
I like it here because it's very relaxed. Mas relaxed pa sa Jensen na probinsya na ngayon sa Pilipinas.
Mhm.
So very relaxed, very cheap ang cost of living, and alam mo yun, it's just very,
It's
kumbaga, um, suitable siya if
for family.
if you would like to raise a family. Yeah.
Yes,
And
correct.
then the nice thing about our location as well is just, it's near the parks. So, alam mo yun, very child friendly near the school
And
areas.
family friendly
And
talaga.
yeah, and anywhere I think here in Northern Ireland, alam mo yun, yung pagka-set up ng mga places nila is
Okay.
really, suitable
That's
for
good.
families. Yeah.
That's good. And I think marami na rin yung sabi ko nga kanina mga Filipino na nag-enjoy living there in Northern Ireland. But let's talk about the most crucial thing here because of course the main goal of going abroad is to earn initially and then of course migrate. So what's usually the range of a beginner nurse or a starter nurse there in
Dito
Northern
sa
Ireland?
Northern Ireland. I remember, so per hour dito yung rate, diba?
Okay.
I remember, I think we started at around, if I'm not mistaken, maybe 11.5 pounds per hour or something.
Okay.
But then, every year, tumataas yung sweldo mo. Not
Okay.
really much until you reach the
The cap
highest na na
band rate
what
mo.
band rate mo. So yun I think it would range around 21 to 23,000
Okay.
annually. Yeah.
Okay.
But then if you're working in private facilities like the nursing homes, mas
Hmm.
malaki yung rate nila. I think
Okay.
they would start, I'm not just certain, but maybe
Just a
3
range.
pounds higher. Yeah, maybe
Okay.
around if we're starting at around 11.5 pounds, maybe they would start around 14 or 15 pounds.
An
Yeah,
hour. An hour.
an hour. But yeah, but the nice thing is, kung nag-work ka, yun yung parang regular range mo because the nice thing here sa UK, you're only obliged under your contract to work
Mhm.
37.5 hours a week.
Okay.
So, yan lang yung dapat i-work mo. So, it's up to you if you wanted to earn extra. So, usually,
Yes.
pag matrabaho ka, meron silang pinapapirmahan dito na parang waiver ba na okay lang sa'yo talaga na mag-work ka ng sobra-sobra
Extra
sa
on your
hours
hours.
na required sa'yo. Kasi it's under their law na parang dapat meron ding work-life balance para din sa
Okay.
health mo. But
Okay.
then, dito nga, dahil very hardworking ang Pinoy at saka, syempre gusto natin kumita, we can work extra banking hours. The same
Mm.
thing dyan sa mainland. So,
Mm.
dito, if you're working sa NHS, ang bank hours, you're paid the same rate sa regular rate mo. So, extra mo na lang yun. And then, you can
Mm.
work, hindi lang sa ward mo, you can work anywhere
Okay.
sa hospital. So, which is good. It's a good
Yeah.
learning experience as well because, you get to be exposed in other areas sa hospital. You get to learn a lot and,
Exactly.
meet different people. So, nice din yung pagbabank. At saka at the same time,
It will
extra
help
mo
you, of
yun.
course.
It will help you, of course, kung
Yeah.
mga goals ka. That's why, it's easier to like go on travels or, purchase stuff because, you can work extra hours to, you know,
To
get
meet
your
that goal.
goals, yeah, to meet
Yeah.
your goals. And then also here, sa UK, if you're a UK employed nurse, you can go on a second job as long as nawala doon sa contract mo. Let's say for me, employed ako sa trust, but I can work an agency work.
Mm.
Basta, hindi lang siya lumampas sa 20 hours per week. So, ang agency work is a private, private contract. So, mas malaki yung
At
nila,
least parang there is a leeway for
ino-offer.
you. Yeah,
Yeah,
to
so
earn more.
let's say for example, you're just earning, kasi tumaas na yung rate namin, 'di ba? I can't really, nakalimutan ko na yung, hindi ko na tinitingnan yung basic rate eh. But anyway, ang agency work, nag-range ng mga £26 per
Weekend.
hour. And
Okay.
then it's a lot bigger during weekends. So it's the same thing dito din
Yeah.
sa if you're government employed, mas malaki din yung rates during the weekends and during yung mga night rates natin. So yun, kung
Yeah.
kitaan lang, kung masipag
Oh,
ka lang
maganda na
talaga
din.
dito, unlimited yung
Yeah.
unlimited yung yung opportunities to work. Kung
Sabi mo
sipagan
nga
ka
kanina,
talaga.
the rate that you are earning, I mean, nagko-compensate din siya sa sa cost of living. So I
Yes.
think nakakaipon ka rin bilang nurse or overseas worker.
Oo, dito talaga. I mean, I would say, kung i-compare mo sa Philippines, yung cost of living, mas expensive talaga dito. Kasi, di ba, who would pay like 30 to 50,000 per month sa bahay mo lang, no? Pero, dahil nga kumikita ka rin ng, the
Ang ganda.
same maganda. So, nakaka-cope ka
Yes.
dito sa pamumuhay dito sa UK. So, masabi ko na hindi naman
It's
sobrang
worth it.
hindi ka naman talaga sobrang yayaman dito,
Yes.
pero you would live like a comfortable
Comfortable life.
comfortable life. Yeah.
Wow. Arjen, in just like half an hour, ay, hindi mo nga siguro namalayan na it's already half an
Yeah.
hour, right? Like, it's
Yeah.
really comprehensive. You discussed life in Northern Ireland in a very, very comprehensive way. And we can do this many times. Kung maraming magre-request dyan, guys, I think marami pa tayong pwedeng malaman. And ito na lang, Arjen, before we end up this session, guys, I know nabitin kayo kay Argentina and she's really, really, really expressive on how she enjoyed Northern Ireland. So, eto na lang, Arjen, sa mga nagbabalak at sa mga papunta pa lang ng Northern Ireland, any tips that you can give them, like brief tips that you can give them?
Well, I always say to like people that I know are coming abroad na first, kung nandun sila sa Pilipinas, no, i-enjoy muna nila yung kanilang sarili sa Philippines. Like, spend a lot of time with your family, enjoy yung ating food dyan. Kasi siguro ang downside lang in living abroad is, of course, mamimiss mo talaga yung, pagkain sa Pilipinas, family mo. So, don't rush. Ay,
Yes.
yun lang masabi ko. And then, of course, for you to cope here in Northern Ireland, not just in Northern Ireland, but in different parts of the world, kailangan na you have to keep like an open mind na, kasi pagdating mo sa dito, like, you may be expecting, a lot of things, tapos it
Yes.
may not go, the way
Your way.
na,
Yeah.
your way, kasi, like for example, dapat open-minded tayo kasi dito ibang kultura na naman yung i-embrace mo eh.
Correct.
And then you have to like empty your cup in a way para mapuno na
For you
naman
to
ng
learn.
bagong mga
Yes.
learnings, kasi from the language, from the cultures, from the way of nursing na ginagawa nila, kung close-minded ka, ang
It's
hirap
difficult.
mag-adjust. Yeah, but if you keep an open mind, napakadali lang na mag-adjust dito sa abroad, and then ma-enjoy mo rin siya in the long while.
In the long run.
And yeah, I'm
Yeah.
enjoying, we're enjoying living here in Northern Ireland. Though, alam mo, mamimiss mo yung Pilipinas, mamimiss mo yung init dahil napakalamig dito. Yun pala, kailangan talagang magbaon ka ng napakakapal na jacket dito.
That's really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Arjen, thank you very much for this fruitful discussion kasi I think pati ikaw nabibitin. Ang dami pang
Yeah,
gusto
actually,
sabihin.
parang dami ko pang gustong
Ang dami pang gustong sabihin.
Alam mo
But
yun,
yeah, I really
advantages of living here.
correct. I really appreciate na marami kang na-share sa mga lalo na maraming nakarelate ngayon. Shout out sa lahat po ng mga nag-comment. Thank you very much for your participation in this discussion. And I hope you learned something from what Arjen has discussed, and drop some comments if you haven't reached na sa point na nag-umpisa kami nitong streaming na to. Don't worry because we will upload this on YouTube at the same time in Facebook. So guys, I hope you enjoyed our session for today. It's just a brief session. Ang aga-aga pa dito sa UK, but binigyan namin kayo ng napakainit na discussion with regards to usapang nursing abroad, specifically Northern Ireland. But anyway guys, maraming salamat. Thank you very much. Arjan, you can say your parting words sa mga kasama natin sa Pilipinas.
So, yun lang, stay safe guys during this pandemic. Hopefully, matatapos din lahat ng to. And yeah, we'll just have to, pray for each other na
Yes.
malagpasan natin to. And yeah, thank you so much for everyone who participated in this live chat. And then, shout out lang kay dito sa McBurney family for accommodating us tonight. And
Shout out. Yeah. Shout out rin sa asawa mong supportive. Erwin.
Yan, sa asawa kong
Erwin.
supportive.
Yes. Thank you very much, Arjen. And once again, thank you very much, everyone. Now, andito na naman tayo sa ending ng ating live stream. And I hope you enjoyed a lot. If you like this video, just share this to your friends whom you know na papunta ng Northern Ireland or nagbabalak or nagkakaroon ng idea na mag-try ng Northern Ireland. Leave us comments, feedbacks, and any suggestions or your experiences in Northern Ireland. And don't forget to subscribe in my channel if you want to see more videos like this. So once again, Arjen, thank you very much. And to all of you guys watching out there in the Philippines and all over the world, maraming salamat. Thank you for watching the video and see you in the next videos and adventure. Bye!
Bye!